Hello, this is Natalie with Multi-Business Solutions. Today we're going to do a quick QuickBooks tutorial video on applying credits on customer invoices or vendor bills. We're doing this through the QuickBooks Online system. If you use QuickBooks Desktop, we do have another video out there and you should go and check that one out instead. So we'll start with the vendor side. So you get bills from vendors that need to be paid. If in some cases you return some products or services to the vendor and they issue you a credit memo for the products or service that have been returned, instead of just entering the bill with the amount less the returns, you will enter the full amount of the bill and then you will enter a credit memo and you'll apply the credit memo to the bill. So we'll walk through that. We're going to go to our new button in the upper left-hand corner. And we're going to enter our vendor bill first. So we are going to say that we got a bill from Cal Telephone. And this is our August 1st bill. And we'll put our bill number in for our telephone utility services. We can enter the amount of that bill. You'll see QuickBooks had filled in an amount based on our last entry. If that was the same, we could have left it. If it was different, we can change it here. So we've got this bill entered for August for $81.25. If the due date is different, you can certainly change that as well. If it's due on the 15th, or we'll say what's due on the 20th, and I'm going to save and close that. So you get the bill from them, and on the bill, they indicated that you had a credit as well for some returned services. You had gotten a credit on some internet that you had changed from one service to another, we'll just say. And so they issued you a credit. And so again, we're not going to put the difference as the bill amount. We're going to enter the full amount of the bill. And then we're going to go here to vendor credit and put in a credit memo. So again, Cal's Telephone and that date. And if they gave you a credit reference number, we're putting this to utilities as well. And we'll just say refund on internet upgrade service. And it was $15, we'll say. So I'm going to save and close that. When I get ready to pay that bill, I'm going to go new and pay bills. And I'm going to click on Cal Telephone. And it shows the open balance of the original bill and it shows the credit to be applied for the payment amount of $51.25. If this is correct, you can indicate how you plan to pay that, if it's writing a check through your checking account, or if you're going to put it on a credit card and have it billed through there, if it's an auto payment situation, what date it'll be paid, and then save and close that. So that's a vendor credit. Next, we're going to do a customer credit. So you have a customer, we'll create an invoice for. We'll say that it is Amy's Bird Sanctuary. We'll select her from the list here. And she has a weekly gardening service that you provide for her business. And she typically gets charged $75 a week for that. So you have created an invoice. You have sent it out to her. It's going to be due on the 31st. And then in this case, we'll say she comes back to you with a complaint regarding the service that you provided, or in the other case, it might be a product that she returned, something like that. So you need to create a credit memo then. So I'm going to go in here to new, and under customers, I'm going to create credit memo. And I'm going to select Amy. And I'm going to select the gardening service, and I'm going to give her a credit of $25. You've agreed to discount her service by $25. So when she sends you a payment, I'm going to go up to new, and I'm going to click receive payment. And I'm going to pick on Amy. You'll see that she has a couple outstanding invoices here. The one we just created that we're concerned about is this August services. And then there's a credit memo with that as well. So it was $75 and there's a credit memo that we're going to apply for $25. And so she actually, in this case, only paid us $50. So there's a $75 that we cleared up from that invoice by applying the $25 credit, and we received $50. So that's correct, and we'll put that to wherever that amount is going to go, whether it's if you use undeposited funds